Sorry. I have a story to tell you today. It's not really a story. So, basically, this past 5 months have been like an emotional roller coaster hill thing, whatever. And because I don't want to get into details, something happened, about a month ago. And then, something related with like my depression and stuff. And then wow, I'm so coherent. Sorry, I'm being distracted. So then, like, on my birthday, I got a message from my boss. My boss, mind you, who I worked for 3 years ago, or 2.5 years ago, and he's like, oh, happy birthday, it's the big one, and like I'm turning 21, so I was like, whoa, he actually remembers. And I haven't talked to him, I haven't worked for him in 3 years, and when I would come back from college, I would talk to him, like, just go and visit him, like, once or twice, whatever. But I haven't talked to him, like, a year, or maybe a year and a half, so it was surprising that he even, like, messaged me, and I was like, and my mom suggested that I go and see him, and so I did. And he offered me a job back at the place where I work, which is this like fitness center, to be a lifeguard and swim instructor. And at this point I was like pretty much really depressed, and I just felt pathetic, and I was like, I can't do anything, I can't even take care of myself. And he was like, you're a good swim instructor. And I was like, I didn't react this way to him, but I was like, oh my god, you thought I was good? Like, wow, someone who's unbiased, someone who hasn't even been in my life and who's not my mom or dad is telling me that I have a skill. Like, that meant so much to me, and that made me feel so good. And then, so I started teaching. It's been a few weeks, like, I would teach every weekend, and I started teaching, and let me tell you, it made a world of difference in my depression and in, like, everything that I've been going through. Like, yesterday I was just thinking about it after working. Like, I taught like kind of younger children and like older children also, like, different skill sets, like different levels of, like, they know how to swim freestyle and backstroke, or they know all of the strokes and they just need like fine tuning. And I was like, wow, I'm actually pretty good. I'm not like the best, but I haven't taught in 3 years, so obviously I'm not going to be the best. But I was like, damn, I'm actually like, I'm pretty good at this, like, go me. And it was the best feeling ever. So I just feel like I just wanted to say, I guess, I had to point to this video, like, honestly, like, if you were in my position where you're like, no, I'm gonna wait until, like, all your friends and family are telling you, will help with your depression, your suicidal thoughts, or whatever, you're like this deep depression you're stuck in, where you're not getting out of bed, you're not doing anything, like, push yourself a little bit, because I used to think, like, I'm gonna wait to volunteer, to take classes, to work until I get better, until I can take care of myself. Because at this point, it's not like I was completely like, I need to eat, or I'm hungry, I don't know what to do. But I didn't feel like I was like ready yet. And if you're not ready, if you don't feel you're ready yet, that's fine, that's totally fine. You don't have to like push yourself like to the max, but just know that, like, you don't have to, like, don't wait until you think you're like, I'm at this level where, it's like, now I finally feel ready to work, and now I finally feel ready to push myself. Like, you'll never find out that you're good at something until you push yourself. Let me give you an example, I guess. Like, if I had waited around, if I had kept my mindset that, no, I'm going to wait until I am good enough and until I'm capable enough to work again, to apply for a job, or to even consider doing anything other than just like sitting at home and doing my hobbies, or trying to do my hobbies. But that's the thing, like, what will get you out of your depression, will help you with your anxiety, will, get you out of that rut, and like, what will get you out of feeling like unmotivated is making yourself try something new. And maybe not even trying something completely new, like, I don't know, maybe if you've worked somewhere before, if you volunteered somewhere before, like, you know, like, try again. Like, I mean, not try again, like, maybe reapply, or be like, hey, can I work again? Can I volunteer here again? Because it really gives you such a big confidence. Like, and, like, I love being in the water, and I love teaching kids, and it's like, oh, this is actually a skill I have. It's not like I have to play catch up. Like, I already have this skill. And so it like reminds you that you're more than capable of doing anything, you know, you want. Like, it's like an amazing feeling. And like, also like when I teach kids, like, I also have to interact with people, and then, you know, I interact with people from work, from like other lifeguards, other swim instructors. And also, so I went back there today to teach this one kid. He's a 3-year-old, and he's adorable, but he's really, really shy. And I think he's been in the pool like once or twice, and the last 2 times. So I was like, again, I haven't taught in like 3 years, so I kind of forgot how it's like, you know, what like little kids are when they're really shy and like they're afraid of water. So we went into the pool, and I was like, hey, and like, I think I was gonna start off on a bad note, but I was like, oh, hey, I was like, hey, and hey, you know, can you blow bubbles? Can you blow bubbles? And he was like, no. And I was like, can you, no? And he just was like, no. He was like relentless. He was like, no, it's his favorite word, basically. And I was like, and I started panicking, and because I was like, I'm doing something wrong, this is horrible. And then, like, I would dread going to work to teach him, because I was like, I can't get him off the steps. Like, I was like, I'm incapable of doing this. And I almost want to go to my boss and be like, I don't think I'm the person to teach him. Like, maybe we should give him to someone else. But today, I was actually able to like take him around the pool everywhere. Like, I got him off the steps, and like, he was crying a lot at first, which is like expected. Like, when I used to teach about like 4 years ago, you know, I used to have kids who would like scream their heads off because they were afraid, so, you know, it makes sense. But like, to about like 5 minutes in, he calmed down, he was talking to me, and like, I mean, I didn't get him, and, you know, like, it was a huge improvement. So I guess my point is, like, also, if you're doing something like, let's say it's for a class, if it's for work or volunteering or anything, like, give yourself some time, you know? Like, don't be so harsh on yourself. Like, sometimes it just takes time to learn things again. Like, I was talking to my therapist, and I was telling her how, like, I couldn't even get him to do anything. He was just saying no. And then my boss, like, sent someone over, one of the other swim instructors who's like been working for a long time, over to help me out. And then he had this like really like nice voice, and he was like, oh, don't worry, you'll be fine. And then I was like, oh, why didn't I think of that? Like, I didn't even, like, all I thought was, like, the first time was like, he's saying no, he's panicking, I'm panicking, and it was just like, it was a big mess. And I was like, wow, I didn't even think of the fact to comfort him. But my therapist said, you know, like, don't be so hard on yourself, you know, give yourself a break. Like, you haven't taught or like interacted with the little kid in what, like 3-4 years, so like, you're still, you know, you're like learning it again. So I guess my point is, like, give yourself some time, and like, don't, like, if you're not grasping something right now, and it's only been a few weeks, like, it's okay. You can learn. It's okay to take advice from your fellow your fellow peers, I guess. And like, you just have to give yourself time sometimes. And, you know, I never thought I would be able to help this kid, but clearly I could, because he went around the pool. He went like 4 feet, and he was afraid to get off like the first step. So I guess just, yeah, like, give yourself time, and, you know, like, acknowledge the small steps you make, and like, whatever it is, whether it's today I got out of bed, or whether it's, oh, today I went to work and I talked to someone new, someone who I didn't know. And I'm the type of person who I've been like hiding away in my room for the past 5 months, because I'm like, no, I can't talk to anyone, and I get like anxiety talking to someone. Like, give yourself credit for that, you know? Pretty sure that's all I have to say. Yeah. It's awkward, I'm sorry.